I remember how much you said you liked wine.
Oh.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
Know what to say, but we can help start the conversation. Learn more at supportyourvet.org.
Comcast Sportsnet, the official sports network of the Washington Capitals.
Tonight's lineup packaged by the UPS store. Coming up next, ACC basketball action live from Comcast Center. Terps welcoming Elon to town. After the game, Chris Miller's going to join me for an all-new Geico Sportsnet Central at 10:30. Buckle up for some Redskins Nation. Chris and I will be back for a brand new edition of Geico Sportsnet Central at 11. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of Geico Sportsnet Central. For more, check out CSNWashington.com and the all-new CSNBaltimore.com. Up next, tipped off between Elon and the Terps. Chick Hernandez, Glenn Consor, and former Terp Tony Massenberg on the call. Enjoy the game, everybody. We'll see you afterwards right back here in the Comcast Sportsnet studios.
Thanksgiving 2010 finds Gary Williams thankful for his namesake and double-double machine sophomore Jordan Williams. Can Jay Will help the Terps turn away the visiting Elon Phoenix? Find out next on Comcast Sportsnet. Under the Friday Night Lights in College Park, Maryland, it's College Hoops on Comcast Sportsnet, coming to you from the Comcast Center, home of the Maryland Terrapins, as they get set to host the Phoenix of Elon out of the Southern Conference. And good evening, everybody, and hope your Thanksgiving went well. Chick Hernandez along with Glenn Consor and Tony Massenberg. And let's begin with the Phoenix of Elon, Glenn Consor. Just two seniors on the squad. Chris Long, their guard, will handle the rock early and often for Matt Matheny's squad.
Yeah, you know, Chick and Tony, he's a classic triple threat point guard who can do so many different things. He's shooting 64%. He's fourth all-time in assists, 7 assists away from being third all-time in Elon history in assists, and he's 7th in three-point shooting, so he can take you from the outside, also take you off the bounce.
For Maryland, of course, Jordan Williams is that guy. First guy to make the first team All-ACC as a freshman since Steve Blake did it back in 2000. Seems like he's picked up where he left off.
Oh, definitely. Jordan Williams, Mr. Double-Double. He emerged last year in the ACC tournament. A guy who came on campus last year and realized that he was going to have to work on his game and work on his body in order to deal with the rigors of playing big-time Division I basketball. And he's done everything that Gary Williams has asked him to. Coaching staff is very proud of him, and he's represented himself well as a post player.
As you see there, double-double, he is Jordan Williams. He's also did something else we'd like to do, and that's lose weight. We'll be back here on the tip-off between Elon and Maryland, Southern Conference versus the ACC from College Park, Maryland. And oh, by the way, Terrell Stokeland fitting on Thanksgiving because he's been giving out some very good dishes. Be right back.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
There are times when you can get a brand new Elantra for a song. But since it's the holidays, let's call it a carol.
Hyundai Elantra, now only $119 a month. Or get 0% for 60 months plus $1,500 in bonus cash. Hurry to your Washington area Hyundai dealers today.
So here are the keys. Congratulations, it's officially yours. I'm sure you'll have many happy years here. Except for you, because you'll be gone 3 years from now, struck down by the same disease that got your father. So you won't be around for them. And sadly, it could have been detected early with a simple test, but you didn't have it. Okay, who wants to check out the backyard?
For a list of tests every man should have, go to ahrq.gov.
Capitals, Sunday, Comcast Sportsnet.
Welcome back to the Comcast Center in College Park, Maryland, as we get you set for college hoops on Comcast Sportsnet. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Phoenix of Elon. They go with a three-guard lineup. This team has hit 20 more threes than the Maryland Terrapins, of course, led by their senior, Chris Long. And Matt Matheny in his second season as the coach of the Phoenix. Spent a couple of years there in Davidson with Bill McKillop. 11 and 12 overall. And Maryland Terrapins, of course, last year Milborn, Hayes, Vasquez, the seniors. Now it's Gregory. Tucker and Bowie are your seniors. Of course, this team is led, though, by Jordan Williams, the sophomore from Torrington, Connecticut. Gary Williams in his 22nd season as the head coach. Maryland's all-time winningest coach. 5th among active coaches. Not your typical crowd tonight, folks. Vacation time, and so some others get a chance to watch college hoops from the Comcast Center. We're back with a tip after this.
Hey, you got one?
No. You got one?
No.
No.
Here's one. No.
Not that one. Not that one. No, I don't got one. You got one?
No, I don't have one. No.
Not that one.
Oh, here's one. No.
Not that. Yeah, but no.
No.
You got one?
No.
This one either.
You got one?
No, I don't have it. You got one?
No.
No. Oh, no.
No.
真係越嚟越差㗎。呢行業咧，你過咗話我唔知睇唔睇得到啦。你過咗10幾20年咧，真係放蟹嗰啲人肯定冇咩人放。我唔知睇唔睇得到啦。你過咗10幾20年咧，真係放蟹嗰啲人肯定。
It's our most anticipated event of the year. Nissan's year-end sales event, delivering holiday offers on Nissan quality, fuel efficiency, versatility. Get 0% financing on Altima for 60 months or up to $2,000 cash back. Hurry, event ends soon. Visit ChooseNissan.com or your Washington, D.C. area Nissan dealer and bring innovation home for the holiday.
Moby Dick.
Searching for Moby Dick.
AT&T and BlackBerry have teamed up to evolve the smartphone. AT&T. Rethink possible.
The path to financial freedom needs to be clearer. You want to be confident in your choices every step of the way. At BB&T, we've spent more than 135 years sharing our knowledge, helping clients manage their day-to-day finances and reach their long-term financial goals. When you're better informed, you head in a brighter financial direction. Talk to us today about where your money can take you and know how it feels to know more. BB&T, official bank of the ACC.
And welcome back to the Comcast Center here in College Park as we get to set for Maryland and Elon. Dick Hernandez along with Glenn Consor and Tony Massenberg on a Friday night. We sure are glad you're here with us. Hope the tryptophan didn't affect you too much on Thanksgiving. Hope your holiday went well. We get things tipped off here. And Adrian Bowie, senior guard out of Greenbelt. Cliff Tucker, John Mosley, Dino Gregory, and Jordan Williams are starters for the Maryland Terrapins. Ball knocked away. Maryland ball.
Elon came out with a straight man, which surprised me. I got to believe that at some point they're going to pack it in and dare Maryland to beat him from perimeter.
Cliff Tucker inside to Jordan Williams, and the big fella missing the dunk. Rebound by Mosley. Can't get the and one.
See, I like that. I like the fact that Elon, Tony came out with a straight man, kind of making a little bit of a statement early this game, saying, you know what, we're not going to do what you expect us to do. We're not going to sit in the 2-3 zone, pack it in, and try to, you know, bang down on Jordan Williams and make you beat me from the outside. I'm going to man up and play straight man.
Well, I think that's what you have to do, Arden. You don't just come out and just assume that Jordan Williams is going to kill you. You're going to make everybody else on Maryland's team prove that you're going to have to double down on Jordan Williams, and so they choose to go and to man up right now, and I think that's a good move on their part.
Yeah.
John Mosley hits 1 of 2. The Terps lead it 1-0. And already a substitution for Elon as Jack Eisenbarger checks in the ball game. He gets a lot of minutes as that sixth man for the Phoenix. Ball knocked away by Mosley. Chris Long comes back up with it. Eisenbarger, who can shoot the 3. Down low there to Roger Duga. Duga on Gregory. And Duga gets the left-hander from the baseline to go. Quickly, the Terps push down and a charge called. Cliff Tucker picks up his first foul with 18:15 to go here.
Love the intensity by Elon. Like what they've done so far, coming out and making an early statement in this game. They expect to see pressure. They got to move the ball quickly against this zone, or they're going to be trapped in the trapping spots on the floor, which are basically where the hash marks are on the side of the floor.
Yeah, I think when you're looking at Elon, I think they know they're a little bit overmatched athletically, and so they're going to try to play a smart game, and they're going to spread it out a little bit and make Maryland do some things that maybe they're not comfortable doing.
And Jack Eisenbarger with the air ball for Matt Matheny's squad. And Eisenbarger leads this team with 12 threes.
Yeah, he could shoot it now, Chick. I mean, that air ball was somewhat of an anomaly. He had 22 points against South Carolina and 29 against the College of New Jersey.
Tucker inside to Jordan Williams, spins on the baseline, and travel called on Jordan Williams. So a little rustiness here in this early going for the Maryland Terrapins.
Expect Elon to change defenses to try to throw Maryland off balance a little bit. Make them think, make them use a little clock.
Gary Williams loved that pressure early on. There's Duga from beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. Rebound Bowie. And Maryland will push. Left side, Tucker for 3. No good. Rebound Long. 2 minutes gone here in this first half of play. The Phoenix of Elon at 2-2. There's Eisenbarger from 15 and got it.
I would expect Maryland to start pounding the ball a little bit down inside and try to get something going with Jordan Williams.
Yeah, that's got to be option A in their offense. Look inside to Williams first.
Mosley in the paint, over to Williams, knocked away by Chris Long. And quickly, Matt Matheny making more substitutions as Luke Troutman will check into the ball game.
You see 2 guys immediately on Jordan Williams every time a pass comes in. That's a dangerous pass right there.
Sean Mosley will give to Adrian Bowie, who resets the Maryland offense. Bowie left side looking for Dino Gregory. Tucker on the right side now. Mosley will drive. And Tucker with the shot clock down to 1. And Gregory takes a shot from the baseline. And it's good.
Well, you know what's confusing Maryland right now is they're playing a matchup 2-3 zone. They're switching everything on top. And Maryland's got to run their zone offense against it.
Pressure continues for the Terps.
Maryland in a straight man. They got to put pressure on Chris Long. He's the guy that runs the show. Eisenbarger's the go-to guy on offense.
Ball knocked away by Sean Mosley.
You take a look at the dribble penetration, kick to the corner. That's right at the buzzer, boy. You talk about using the clock.
Yeah, I think that's a good example of doing good offense right there. That's going to open things up a little bit in the inside if they start to knock down some shots.
And Maryland needs to, because they're a young team, Tony, they need to move the ball and kind of see the second option. Very good team in transition.
Duga from the left side for 3. And it's 7-3 Elon over Maryland here in the early going.
It's coming out pounding their chest a little bit, guys.
Phoenix coming off a win over Hampden-Sydney. And a travel called again on Cliff Tucker.
I think Maryland's got to settle down a little bit here. I think they're rushing their offense and they're not taking what the defense is giving them because they're trying to make their own moves instead of assessing what the defense is doing and sort of picking them apart.
You know, sign of a young team. A sign of a young team is, you know, the fact that we know Maryland could score in transition. We know that they could push and get what they want, but they got to look for the second and third option in that 35-second clock.
Terrence Burdett now back in the ball game for the Phoenix, as is Terrell Stoglin, who checked in for Cliff Tucker.
Wow. Good spacing. How about that spacing by Elon? Ball movement creates opening. They used the whole court on that offensive segment.
Well, I think Maryland should take a page out of their book as far as the spacing is concerned. They're not going to allow them to just throw the ball down to Jordan Williams anytime they want to.
Eisenbarger with 4 points, and there's Jordan Williams' first 2 points off this ball game. Williams averaging 16.3 points a game, 11 rebounds for Maryland. There's Dugas from the left corner, and that is another bomb from Roger Dugas. Dugas got 8.
Tell you one thing, Maryland's letting Elon set their feet up when they shoot, and they're knocking down shots.
Right now, they're not doing a good job of playing those passing lanes and cutting off some of those easy looks they're getting.
Bowie, the drive, left side, off the glass, and in and out. Rebound goes to Dugas. Chris Long pushes left side to Terrence Burdett, who'll drive on Gregory. And the Phoenix pushing early. Burdett top. The Stoglin on him. Eisenbarger. Eisenbarger can't get it to go. Ball over the backboard. It'll be Maryland ball. Timeout taken. We'll be back with more.
Families in the military have a really unique situation when they're trying to buy, sell, or rent their homes.
I've been deployed overseas for months at a time, and nothing's more important to me than knowing my family is taken care of.
When we moved to Maryland, we didn't know anybody, we didn't know the area. My husband was gone, and he didn't see the home until 6 months later.
I don't know where we'd be without the Northrop team.
For more information, contact our military sales division or log on to northropteam.com today.
Craig Northrop's team was there when we needed it the most, and I'll never forget it.
Here's to everyone on the mountain, to the people who came together to create the next great flavor of Mountain Dew, to the ones with the passion to spread the word. More than 1 million of you stood up and made your choice clear. Dew fans across America, your voice has been heard. A new flavor of Mountain Dew, built by Dew fans for Dew fans. Introducing Mountain Dew Whiteout, a blast of smooth citrus and the newest member of the Dew family. Mountain Dew, it's different on the mountain.
Preparing for the holidays takes time and money. Holiday grocery shopping at Food Lion saves both. We offer more ways to save with thousands of MVP specials, exclusive coupons, low-price Food Lion brands, and more. One stop saves time, more ways to save saves money. We all need more time and money during the holidays. And cookies. You can never have too many cookies. Happy holidays from all of us at Food Lion.
Tomorrow, Dwight Howard squares off against the Wizards in the nation's capital. Magic, Wizards. Coverage begins at 6:30. Presented by H.H. Gregg. Price and advice guaranteed.
Comcast Sportsnet coverage of ACC basketball is brought to you by BB&T, official bank of the ACC. Pepsi, refresh everything. Toyota, buy right the first time, you'll save more in the long run. Toyota, moving forward. AAA, a proud partner of the Terps. And by AT&T. All right, back here at the University of Maryland, and one of our broadcast partners here, Tony Massenberg, didn't play his college ball here, but about a half mile away at the Cole Fieldhouse, the famed Cole Fieldhouse. Shockingly, we were in school together. I on WMUC radio covering Massenberg and Dave Dickerson and company. It's a frightening time in my life, by the way. I just want you to know that.
Frightening time in all of our lives.
Tony, I don't know how many college players could boast that they've had 3 college coaches in 4 years.
Well, I don't know if it's something you want to boast about, but it's certainly what I had to do in order to get through. And Really was a pleasure playing for Gary my last year. I got to say
and
that.
I'm starting to think, I'm trying to analyze that because that's kind of what I do. I'm an analyst.
Is that what you do?
Well, you know,
I was wondering what you did.
And I'm trying to figure out if it was you or if it was the coaches.
I'm gonna say it was the coaches.
Okay.
I'm gonna blame it on them.
He had Lefty Driesell, Bob Wade, and Gary Williams. As Terrell Stogan was called for the offensive foul.
Hey, you got to like the effort of Elon coming out here.
Oh, absolutely.
2 charges. They're shooting 70% from the floor.
Nice defense there by Sean Mosley, the junior out of Baltimore.
Like Elon's rebounding. They're 5 of 7. They're 2 of 4 from 3. They've taken 2 charges.
Maryland's got 4 turnovers. Elon not yet with 1, although almost 1 there. And the jumper by Drew Spradlin.
See, this is going to be a problem. If they're going to allow them to set their feet, as Glenn said earlier, and just take turns shooting the ball, and it's going to be a long night.
And I'll tell you what, Elon's not intimidated.
No.
They're moving that ball around like they've been there before. And with their schedule of who they play, they're not afraid. You know, they got South Carolina, Wake, Maryland, Duke, NC State. Guess what, guys? They're not sweating it.
And guess what? Again, Maryland with another turnover, their 5th. Right now, Elon on an 11-2 run here to start this ball game.
Eisenbarger, by the way, looks like he's 7. Look how young he looks.
He's got great basketball pedigree, though. His father, Phil, played for Bobby Knight.
Yeah, he played
on
with
the Indiana championship
and
team.
his dad played with Randy Whitman, the assistant coach of the Wizards.
Eisenbarger's family here tonight. There's ball knocked away by Terrell Stoglin, 2-time player of the year out of Tucson, Arizona.
I want to say Maryland's going to have to turn up their defensive intensity a little bit and not allow these guys to just pass the ball around and find each other for open looks. Too much of that's going on right now.
You got to create your offense is what you're saying here, because right now you can see that offense kind of rusty after that Thanksgiving Day meal yesterday.
Well, and the pace of this game is falling into a half court. That's what Elon wants. Wow.
There is a hard fall.
That's a tough one.
By Cliff Tucker, trying to defend Scott Grable. Grable will go to the line.
Tucker looked like he hurt his shoulder on that play as Grable went up with 2 hands. Kind of like Tony Massenberg would go up. Look, 2 hands.
It's undercut.
Goes up nice and strong.
Right on the shoulder. But he'll stay in the ball game.
I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know if you guys do.
Yeah, I'm not what happened on that one.
Keyshawn Howard down to the ball. Another yet freshman for the Maryland Terrapins. Scott Grable is called for the foul. Elon was called for the shot clock violation back there.
Tell you what, Scott Grable is a strong guy. He's 6'9", 245, big burly guy. He's 24 years old, by the way, so he's got some age on him.
Also, I watched practice earlier today, and very vocal, Scott Grable. And another travel called.
I think the pressure of Elon is really starting to bother Maryland a little bit right now. I don't know if they were expecting this type of defensive pressure from Elon, but they certainly got to respond to it here.
I agree, Tony. I think there's a little psyche going on here because I don't think Maryland expected this kind of pressure. I think they thought they were just going to sag.
Yeah, this was a fight. Elon would have come out and hit us in the mouth really quick, so we've got to respond to that.
You see 6 turnovers to 1 in favor of Elon, and now they turn it back over on the travel call. A lot of extra footsteps here in the early going.
Yeah, a lot of extra footsteps.
Maybe a little too much stuffing in the turkey yesterday.
Maybe so. Got to run it off. Baron Weiss checks in now for the Maryland Terrapins. And if you want to see a shot blocker, watch the young man.
They missed Stoglin going down. That was a layup on the out-of-bounds play.
Baron Weiss. 6'10", 200, and long. Well, Stoglin redirects this Maryland offense now with Dino Gregory, Keyshawn Howard, Weiss, a junior college transfer, and Tucker.
Elon changing their defenses. Now they're in a straight man.
Gregory, right side. Got it. Dino Gregory is coming off a pretty good ball game. 14-8 against Delaware State, and certainly Gary Williams needs that out of Dino Gregory.
He's having a good year, Chick. He had 10-10 against Illinois. First career double-double.
Here's Stoglin off the rebound and can't get the layup to fall. Back the other way, Spradlin. Rebound goes to Gregory. And Maryland will push.
See, this is the pace Maryland wants to play in, but you got to finish.
Yeah, I think the pace definitely plays to Maryland's strong suit. They've got the bigger, faster team, so they've got to find a way to exploit Elon here.
Cliff Tucker right side, and you're seeing the future of the Maryland backcourt. There's Baron Weiss off the glass and in, and a block called. He'll go to the line. Weiss from Amsterdam.
Loves Weiss, Chip. He loves him. Much better than they thought he would be.
Definitely provided some energy.
Long and lanky. Be right back.
Instantly upconvert your standard definition DVDs into higher definition quality just by pressing play. Resolution Plus. Intuitive DVD technology built around the way you live. Just what you'd expect from the laptop expert. Visit laptops.toshiba.com.
I'm not just some guy that walks into the branch. They actually know Miss Kevin. Hectic father of 3. Girls.
Getting a congratulations note right after he was born really made a difference.
How about this? A check card that provides extra protection when I use it.
The biggest difference? Never being taken for granted by your bank.
The bank you're looking for is the bank SunTrust has always been. Experience the difference. Live solid, bank solid.
When your laptop goes to sleep, your connected music keeps cranking. Sleep and music. Intuitive innovation built around the way you live. Just what you'd expect from the laptop expert. Visit laptops.toshiba.com.
Haviland with Deposit Shield. The deposits that attack your engine every time you drive can cause friction, robbing it of performance and fuel efficiency. Haviland shields it. Because a clean engine runs better. Defend your engine. Haviland with Deposit Shield.
Character. Commitment. Excellence. Qualities that lead ACC student athletes to success. And a place amongst the nation's best in athletic competition and academic achievement. The official corporate partners of the Atlantic Coast Conference salute these young men and women as they carry on this proud tradition.
We told you Elon was going to be good from 3. They have 20 more threes coming into tonight's ball game. And they've already got 3 tonight, Tony Masberg. So how do you defend that? What do you do?
Well, I think you have to rotate a little bit quicker on defense. I think they're not reacting in tandem, meaning when the ball is swung and one guy steps out, then somebody's got to be ready to step up and get that next pass, and Maryland's a step late right now.
Roger Dugas was 2 of the 3 there. Baron Weiss misses the opportunity for the 3-point play. Terps up 15-9 here. Down 15-9 to Elon in his first half, and Baron Weiss called to reach it in.
Baron Weiss has really impressed Gary Williams so far this year, and I got a sneaky suspicion that once ACC play occurs, he's going to be in that front line with Jordan Williams as another weapon. And he's, especially when you go up against the Dukes of the world with the Plumlees and the Singlers, you're going to need that height and length.
Yeah, I think the thing that Gary likes about him is certainly the length, but definitely the energy level. He's an energy guy. He's a high energy, long guy, and I think that's something you would definitely benefit, particularly when you got a guy like Jordan. He's going to need that help.
Eisenbarger with the acrobatic shot off the glass and in. He's got 6.
Eisenbarger really has been phenomenal his freshman year. He's averaging close to 16 a game, shooting over 54% from 3. Kid could play.
Tucker, Pishon, Howard, Weiss, and an alley-oop to Dino Gregory. Off the glass, gets his own rebound, can't put it in. Weiss fights for it, and Dugas comes away with it. Here comes Elon down the left side. Eisenbarger. That's Sebastian Koch, who can't get it to go. Rebound, Gregory. They push it left side, Bowie, the senior from Greenbelt. Tucker outside to Pishon, Howard. Howard no good. Baron Weiss.
Yeah,
fight for it.
I like that ball movement by Maryland on that offensive segment. Ball swung around. Howard was wide open. Uncontested shot. The difference right now, what we're seeing, guys, is Elon is making their uncontested shots. Right. Maryland's not.
Right. But also, Elon is doing a better job in their rotation than Maryland is doing right now and not allowing
nice step
Maryland
through
to get
by
easy looks.
Bowie. Can't get it to go. Terps having a tough time finding the basket right now. And that's Eisenbarger from deep downtown and in.
Oh.
That is Elon's biggest lead of 11 as they lead it 20-9 here with 10:24 to go in this first half of play.
Well, these guys came out ready to play tonight, obviously, and the disheartening thing for Maryland right now is that they're allowing Elon to play their game, which is shooting three-pointers. So they've got to take that away and make them drive to the basket or make them try to get something inside. But if they're going to continue to let them take shots, that's going to be tough.
And you got to give Elon credit because they're moving the ball. Good ball movement creates openings, and that's what we're seeing right now.
And as you look at the information on Elon out of Elon, North Carolina, and they're under Matt Matheny, the basketball team. They've been in the NCAA Division I for 11 years. This is their 7th year in the Southern Conference. Matt Matheny played football and basketball at Davidson, quarterback on both squads, and coached with Bill McKillop there from Davidson for 6 years.
Yeah, Bob McKillop is one of the top coaches in the country, Chick. And Matt Matheny, by the way, coached a guy by the name of Stephen Curry, who's not a bad player.
Heard of him, yes.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
He shot Howard losing out of bounds. Jordan can't come up with it, and here comes Roger Dugas and Elon trying to stretch their lead to 13. Eisenbarger leaves off for Chris Long, who can't get it to go. The rebound will go to Jordan Williams. Bowie, right side. Tucker drives off the glass and no good. Rebound, Williams, up and in.
I think Maryland's got to settle down a little bit. They're rushing shots. They're going to make the extra pass, get the ball inside, play their game.
Absolutely. They're not exploiting. They have a size advantage, and they're not exploiting it right now.
They're rushing.
They're rushing their shots.
Yep.
Exactly.
Jordan Williams with 4 points. Here's Sebastian Cox looking down low. Ball knocked away from Scott Grable. Bowie, left side to Howard, who looks down low for James Padgett. Nice spinning inside, and one.
There's that advantage inside that I was talking about. You look at a guy like Dino Gregory. I'm sorry, James Padgett, who comes in and provides energy and certainly has shown Gary that he can get it done down on the block.
Nice drop step as well, getting the defense on the left shoulder. That good ball movement, a good pass set that up for Padgett. And that has to be how Maryland is going to play. Go option A inside.
Well, I would like to see Maryland's bigs try to beat these guys down the floor and establish position early, and so that they have a look at the basket.
Eisenbarger can't get it to go. Rebound and putback by Riley Beaumont, freshman from Mount St. Joe's in Millersville, Maryland. A man who watched his several games here in the Comcast Center as a youngster.
You know, it's interesting because the teams that run don't like to get run on. And Elon, I'll tell you what, they're pushing it up. They're trying to get some easy baskets. And Maryland's got to make sure they get back.
Well, what the difference between them right now is that Elon is running to their spots, meaning they're running down and they're spreading out and they're setting up for shots. And if Maryland doesn't rotate, and as again, because they're spread out and nobody's clogging up the lane, there's a wide open layup.
You know, Chris Long is a seasoned guy. You know, you don't hear much about Elon, but that's a 4-year starter right there. He just took it under control right to the rack.
Well, he's taking what the defense is giving him right now.
Ball knocked away inside, and Jordan Williams can't come up with it. It'll be Elon ball.
Boy, you got to like the intensity of Elon. I mean, you know, I tip my hat to these guys. They really come out and they're playing hard, they're playing strong, and Gary's rotating, trying to get.
He's trying to find a combination that right works. It looks like they're really, Maryland looks a little out of rhythm, like they weren't ready for the speed of this game, and that's a little bit concerning considering that they got a faster team. Yeah.
3 more check out, and among the guys who check in is Huck Paulson for the Maryland Terrapins, a freshman out of Iceland. Plays a lot of passes right there guarding Bruce Bradlin. Paulson, Mosley, Padgett, Bowie, and Gregory. Bradley, top of the key. Charge called as James Padgett now with a couple of energy plays for the Maryland Terrapins. We'll take a timeout here. Terps right now down 24-16 with 7:33 to go.
Officials.
Now through Saturday. At H.H. Gregg's After Thanksgiving Sale. Save 20 to 30% or more. That's 20 to 30% or more off all TVs and appliances. Plus, get 24 months no interest. Get a Whirlpool front-load washer or dryer, each just $3.99. This 50-inch Panasonic HD TV, just $5.99. Even this 60-inch LG HD TV is just $9.99. Now through Saturday, get 20 to 30% off or more at H.H. Gregg. See you there.
Was the last car you bought fully loaded for under $20,000? It can be. At King Mitsubishi Sales and Service in Gaithersburg, we're offering a guarantee of 100% MSRP on your trade-in for a new Mitsubishi. Just minutes on the Beltway or visit us at MitsubishiKing.com.
As a business owner, you need to choose the financial direction that's best for you to find a clear path to growth and success. At BB&T, we support businesses of all sizes with personal service and advice, sharing the sound financial knowledge we've gained over more than 135 years, so you can move ahead with confidence. Talk to us today about your business goals and know how it feels to know more. BB&T, official bank of the ACC.
Change. It can be right at your fingertips. Progress Energy is bringing you new ways to save energy and money. More alternative energy, like solar and smart technology, like advanced carbon-free nuclear. Because clean, reliable, affordable power makes a difference for you and the world around you. Learn more at progress-energy.com.
CSNWashington.com, the online home of Comcast Sportsnet.
All right, back here at the Comcast Center right now, Elon taking it to the Maryland Terrapins, 24-16 with 7:33 to go here in this first half of play. And it's an age-old adage, you hear it all the time, get back! Right now, the Terps on.
Well, it's also the adage of teams that run don't like to get run on. Look, Bowie's got to stop Eisenbarger to the glass, but a lot of times you got to realize that it's not just one guy getting back,
exactly.
It's four guys getting back. The offensive rebound was an easy putback and an easy two for Elon.
Well, I think the communication, particularly in fast break situations, is poor with Maryland right now. These guys have got to talk to each other and communicate.
Mosley from the elbow, can't get it to go. And a foul called on Hawk Paulson. Here comes up Gimpy right now. And just that quickly, Paulson will check out.
Looks like he may have rolled an ankle.
Yeah, Paulson's in a lot of pain. I don't know if it's his knee or it looks like his knee. And he's got that knee brace on. And Eisenbarger came out of the game as well. Looked like he had some stomach problems on the sidelines.
Yeah, not a good scene for Eisenbarger. We'll see if he comes back in. Looks like he's okay, but he left a little bit of the Thanksgiving meal in a towel. Burdette, right side. Nice defense by James Padgett. He's really had some important minutes early on for the Maryland Terrapins. Long called for the charge.
Yeah, that's good defense by Maryland. But what Elon has to do is they got to make sure they become targets for Chris Long. Yeah, a lot of those guys were hanging around. You see Hawk on the sideline. Looks like he might have got a knee in the thigh. And he's got some ice on that thing. But, you know, when you play against a team like Maryland and you're Elon, you can't let your point guard, you can't hang him out to dry. You got to go out and help him.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But you got to have big guys who can move their feet. And Maryland has those. As you saw right there, he got out on the high screen and roll. He did a really good job talking about Padgett. Got out on that high screen and roll and made Adrian's job a lot easier.
Eisenbarger back in the ball game after leaving something in the towel. Can't get it to go. Here comes Bowie left side. Outside to Tucker, jumper, got it. And just that quick, the Maryland Terrapins have climbed within 4 with 6:10 to go here in this first half of play.
Well, that fast break was pretty.
at All Stars with pushing the ball up and getting good spacing.
James Padgett's a guy who we have looked for to have some important minutes, and it's just starting to take place now for this Maryland team. But let's take a look back here at the last 2 buckets for Maryland. And they went right at, by the way, the young kid was a little bit ill.
Well, it's good coaching because you want to post up Sean Mosley. He's 6'4", and you're going up against 6'2" guards. I like the timing of this fast break, Tony, because Bowie kept it just enough to draw Tucker's man to him on the fast break, and Tucker nailed that shot.
Exactly, but that break started as all breaks do on the other end. It depends on how fast you run your lanes. When you can beat your guy down the floor, you can get to a spot, then obviously that puts pressure on the defense, and now you put them into a situation where people are confused and they lose people in transition.
And Maryland seems to be settling down a little bit. They're getting after Elon.
Terps on an 11-4 run. The start of the game very cold. 4 of their first 13 and 5 of their last 6. Eisenbarger with Bowie on him. Burdett in the paint. Troutman can't get it to go. Rebound. An outlet. Bowie left side. Cross court to Mosley. And Padgett called for the offensive goaltender.
Well, that's what you want to see in the way of running the fast break. Guys are getting the ball out and hitting the lanes really quick, as I said, and that puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, Gary Williams not happy with the finish, though. It was a nice distribution, and I think Mosley kind of kept it drifted too far underneath the basket before he shot it. He's athletic. Look where he let that go. He was underneath the basket. You got to make that layup.
Don't know if he touched that ball, did Padgett. Eisenbarger. Padgett on Troutman. He'll move right side. Spin move in the lane, left hand and in.
Good move. As we've been talking about all night, the spacing of Elon is really good because it's allowing their guys down on the block to give them some room to operate.
Tucker grabs the miss. Padgett inside. Other side, can't get it to go. Rebound, Dugas.
Again, just an example of them rushing their shots right now, not taking their time.
What's jumping out at me, guys, this game is Jordan Williams now on the bench. He's coming in right now, but we haven't seen the Jordan Williams show, which what we were expecting to see.
Dugas can't get it to go. Nice defense by Padgett.
Well, I'm going to credit Elon for that. I think they're doing a good job of clogging it up in the lane a little bit.
Tucker with an ill-advised pass, turnover. Burdett now, right side, over to Dugas and Eisenbarger for 3. Can't get it to go. Troutman tries, can't. Here comes Mosley. Ahead to Tucker. Behind the back. And a foul called on Eisenbarger.
Good decision on Mosley's part to get that ball up.
Tell you what, Eisenbarger did a pretty good job getting back, and that was a good foul. A lot of times you'll see guys foul. Shouldn't have fouled. That one, good one.
Very good.
Stop the break. Puts Tucker to the line. Tell you what, Elon's doing a pretty darn good job hitting the offensive glass, getting second shots against Maryland.
Well, they're spreading them out, and I got to believe, like I said before, they're executing their game plan. I got to believe that this is it. I mean, they're getting open shots, they're crashing the boards. I don't think they could ask for much more at this point.
Tucker gets the first one to go. Senior from El Paso, Texas.
Kind of a strange first half, I mean, it's really kind of not what we expected, which makes it fun, but, I got a sneaky suspicion Gary Williams at halftime is going to make some adjustments and just calm these guys down. And talking to Gary in his office the other day, he told me, he goes, with this young of a team, he knows they can score. He knows they can run transition. He knows all this stuff, but he wants to make sure that they get better at executing a half-court offense, pulling it back, running plays, hitting the second, third option within an offensive set.
Well, that's classic Gary, making his teams play the right way.
And I think Gary also has been underrated. To me, Gary's been a great coach through the years because he puts his players in spots on the floor where they can be successful.
Well, I think that's the key to any good coach. He gives his team an opportunity to win. And I think Gary does that on a nightly basis, regardless of who they're playing and how talented they are.
Well, Riley Beaumont misses the 3. Terp ball. Took a timeout here with 3:52 to go. Terps down by 4.
Can drive Driving a brand new Hyundai Sonata puts you in the holiday spirit. Or do the holidays make it more fun to drive the Sonata? Now, during Hyundai holidays, you can lease the Sonata for just $199 a month. From everyone at Hyundai, happy holidays.
Hyundai Sonata is $199 a month. Visit your Washington area Hyundai dealers today.
Now through Saturday. At H.H. Greg's After Thanksgiving Sale. Save 20 to 30% or more. That's 20 to 30% or more off all TVs and appliances. Plus, get 24 months no interest. Get a Whirlpool front-load washer or dryer, each just $3.99. This 50-inch Panasonic HD TV, just $5.99. Even this 60-inch LG HD TV is just $9.99. Now through Saturday, get 20 to 30% off or more at H.H. Gregg. See you there.
It's the absolute lowest prices till Christmas at Joseph A. Bank. All signature sport coats and blazers, $199. All luxurious signature leather jackets, $199. Plus every lamb's wool sweater, $34. And all executive sport shirts, $22. Saturday and Sunday at Joseph A. Bank.
Back here at the Comcast Center, the Terps find themselves down by 4, 26-22. And you see the freshman Keyshawn Howard there. You might be wondering, wait a minute, Gravis Vasquez have the number 21? Well, it turns out that Keyshawn Howard reached out to Gravis Vasquez, who's now with the Memphis Grizzlies, and said, hey, can I wear your jersey number? And Gravis Vasquez, the way he's always been, said, sure, just go ball, get me a lot of wins in that uniform. I talked to Gravis last week when they were in town for Memphis against the Wizards. And Keyshawn Howard's going to have to live up to some pretty high standards.
Yeah, I think the great thing you like about Keyshawn Howard is obviously talented and is a little bit different. There are definitely some similarities between him and Gravis, but I think that the talent level is going to allow this kid to be one of the really special guys to come through the University of Maryland.
And there's no doubt that Gravis Vasquez's number will be lifted to the rafters at some point here within the next year or two after what he did here on campus for 4 seasons. All right, so the Terps find themselves down by 4 with 3:45 to go here. Terrell Stogler along with Keyshawn Howard, the future backcourt of this Maryland Terrapin team. I think future is now. Williams can't get it to go, knocked away and saved by Eisenbarger to Scott Graber.
Jordan Williams, to me, is rushing the shot inside. You know, there's no need. He should just get himself set. It looks like his legs and his base were not set on that last offensive set.
He's got to do a little bit better job of establishing himself deeper in the post so that he doesn't have to dribble and he can just go up and go through his defender.
And he's got that big backside to keep guys off.
Got to use it.
And you know how important that is, Tony.
Absolutely.
Not that you didn't have one. You had a big one, too.
Oh, yeah, I still do, actually.
I haven't looked.
Sebastian Koch with another.
That's comforting.
I have one, too, but it doesn't look the same on me. So I'm just saying.
I'm not saying that.
I'm just saying.
I'm done. You guys can take it from here.
Terps down by 7 here with 2:57 to go here in this first half.
Interesting, though. Gary going with 3 guards right now, Tony. Mosley, Stoglin, and Howard. Try to get some pressure on the Elon guards with Gregory and Williams. To me, I would use Mosley as a post-up guy inside. Maryland did it once. You saw him come baseline, flash in the middle, and take a little jump shot. I'd be using that play because I think all the focus right now defensively is on Jordan Williams to stop him. I think you can maybe get some easy post baskets from the guards.
Well, absolutely. I think when you look at Mosley over his years, he's shown the ability to do a little bit of everything. He can play inside, and he is physical. And I think you have to take advantage of that matchup.
Yeah, see, that's good defense by Maryland. Howard went down, didn't get the offensive charge.
It should have been.
And Matt Matheny agrees as well. But you look at the trying to get some space. Yep. And Stoglin went down. I'm sorry, Howard went down, and Gregory. But don't forget, you look where they trap. That's a perfect trapping spot on the floor.
Absolutely.
Because you got 2 guys, and then the third guy is that baseline.
Absolutely. And then people don't understand that when you get someone on the baseline becomes your friend because they can no longer, it's just like you said, it's just like having another man there.
Conversation going on between the refs. Talking to Gary Williams and Matt Matheny.
I think guys were just jawing a little bit.
After that knockdown, a little preemptive strike by the referees.
Here we go.
There's Eisenbarger, right side, will move on Williams, and a foul call on Jordan Williams.
See, that can't happen. You cannot allow your center to get caught 2-on-1 in an out-of-bounds situation. And this is what I'm talking about in the way of being slow in their rotations.
But give Eisenbarger pretty good credit. Tony, watch what he does. He leaves his feet, gets his body and the ball in back of Jordan Williams and just extended out, drew the foul. He knew he wasn't going to jump over him, so he found contact first.
Right, exactly. And that's exactly what you're supposed to do when you're going up against a bigger guy.
2:51 to go. Elon taking their first free throws of the ball game. Eisenbarger hits the first. He's a 90% free throw shooter on the season. Gets a lot of minutes as the sixth man off the bench. He's got 11 so far. 11 points and a tossed hookie for Jack Eisenbarger so far tonight. Is that TMI?
I think it was multiple cookies, actually.
Nice. Jordan Williams just can't get anything to fall. Ball knocked away and a foul call. And Jordan Williams, who came into this game averaging 16 and 11. Of course, that last game against Delaware State only had 6 points. Jordan Williams has had some issues.
You know, Williams is trying to establish position inside, but look how many red shirts you see around him. He's double teamed. There's 3 Elon players every time he touches the ball. And, you know, this is where I want to get the telestrator. We got to get the telestrator because you show it. You can really see it, Tony.
Yeah.
You know, Chick was supposed to bring the
I left it in the car.
Come on,
Chick.
Chick.
Once again.
Yeah, this is a situation where Jordan's got to realize that he's getting double teamed, and he's got to make them pay for that. And he's not doing that. He's actually turning into the double team and trying to go through it, and that's a hard way to get a basket.
And you know what that means too, Tony. If there's 2 guys on you, what does that mean?
It means somebody's open.
There you go.
Jordan Williams misses his free throws. There's Sebastian Koch inside to Grable. He'll look back outside. Eisenbarger
nice ball,
and Koch for 3. No good. Rebound. Stogli ahead to Bowie. Back to Stogli for 3. Got it.
Great transition.
But back comes Elon the other way. Ball knocked away. Grable back outside, and Dugas will reset for Elon. Terps down by 4. Burdette inside with the foul called on Adrian Bowie.
I got to tell you, Maryland really has to make sure they get back. And watch the push up the floor. Nice job. And what was nice about this was they settled down. They were patient and let the fast break develop. But I got to tell you, Tony, Elon's playing with some big onions right now. They're coming right at him. Maybe they're getting scored on, but they're not, you know, they're not drying their eyes with tissue.
No,
they're
not.
At him.
No, they're not. They're actually attacking Maryland every time they come down on offense, and they're forcing them into scramble situations, and that's what's hurting them right now.
Eisenbarger loses the ball, and they're going to call it Elon ball as Dino Gregory goes to the court.
Well, Eisenbarger on the attack. I tell you what, I'm impressed with this young man. Little ball fake on the pass, and that ball looked like it might have went off him.
I think so. Terrell Stoglin with a nice knock-in. Got that right? He's changed his name 3 times, and he's only played 6 games. Koch, Eisenbarger for 3. That is off. Rebound. And a foul call on Terrence Burdette. Bowie calling everybody in.
Boy, Matt Matheny really is fired up, and the whole key to him now, if he's a coach, when you're playing in this environment, you know what he's saying to his teammates? Keep the intensity. All you can ask of your team right now is to lay it all on the line.
And that's exactly
a team like Maryland, and that's what his job is to do right now as a coach.
And his team is carrying that out. They understand that they came in here as underdogs, and they got nothing to lose, and they're laying it all out on the line right now.
Yeah, you know, he's a good coach, Matt Matheny, and was assistant coach to Bob McKillop, who's done a remarkable job at Davidson.
It's a 31-29 ball game, the closest it's been since the score was 4-3. Inside, Grable in the paint, back outside, and here's Roger Dugas for 3, and it's good.
That's patience.
That's the spacing, and that's the scramble type situation that I told you they're forcing Maryland to get into right now. They got them going back and forth.
I'm impressed with Grable. You know, he's getting all the rebounds, he's banging guys around, and he's making it tough for Jordan Williams.
Yeah.
Dugas with his third three, 11 points, and Williams once again.
And he's holding him out. He's moving him, Tony.
Yeah, he is.
He's using that big body of his, and he's getting real physical with him. He's not the most athletic guy, but he's definitely using his strength against Jordan Williams.
Well, he has a strong base, and what he's doing is he's getting into Jordan's legs, and he's actually pushing him out. Yeah, he's actually pushing him away from the basket.
Jordan threw that, tried to get some position through that little elbow, and guess what? Grable didn't move.
Yeah. Kid's doing a really good job. He's doing his work early on Jordan. I mean, he's not allowing Jordan to come down and just set up in the paint and seal him and get an entry pass. He's making him work for it.
Short referee timeout, trying to straighten something out here now. Stogler will reset this Maryland offense here with under a minute to go. Terps down by 5, 34-29. Bowie with the right hand, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound to put back it in.
Nice effort by Bowie. Boy, Maryland's missing a lot of rebounds.
Ball beats the Terps down the sideline again. Dugas for three, no good. And the rebound, Williams.
Got to get it up quick.
27 seconds to go. The Terps will work for one. They're down 3. Stogler will direct.
In a 3-2 zone. Nice 3-2 zone. Perfectly spaced by Elon.
7 seconds.
Using that high screen.
Stogler will take the 3. No good. Grable comes down with it. And Eisenbarger from full court.
I got to tell you, Elon's executing their game plan to a T right now, and that's why they are ahead of the Terps right now by 3, which is something nobody saw coming.
I was surprised that that's the only thing they got off of that set. Just a high screen, a 3-point shot.
Yeah.
Well, Elon has hit 6 threes so far. There's 6 of 17 from beyond the arc, and right now they have the lead, 34-31 at halftime. We'll be back at halftime right after this.
How about that, huh?
Washington, D.C., a landmark of liberty and opportunity. At Bank of America, we live and work here with thousands of employees and hundreds of branches and ATMs. Every day, we're working to help set opportunity in motion. From supporting the arts and Howard University to helping revitalize Anacostia and downtown D.C. Because when you're giving, lending, and investing in more communities across the country, more opportunities happen.
October 28th. Jenny Crooker finds out that even the finest 4-star restaurant is no match for one with 4 million stars.
Come to REI's winter sale and save up to 30% on outdoor gear. Hurry into your local REI. Find out.
The best new cars make the best used cars. That's why Toyota certified used vehicles are right on the money. Every certified used Toyota comes with a 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, 24-hour roadside assistance, 3-month, 3,000-mile comprehensive warranty, a 160-point inspection, and a Carfax history report.
Now you can save big with low 2.9% APR financing for 5 years on all Toyota certified used vehicles.
Toyota certified used vehicles. Quality that's right on the money.
But we can help start the conversation. Learn more at supportyourvet.org.
So my uncle calls and he says he's dizzy and he's losing his balance. I'm like, Uncle, you want me to take you to a doctor? He's like, no, I'm going to look up the symptoms. I said, your symptoms are you're dizzy and you're losing your balance. So he said, I can't get on the internet because my arm is numb. I said, well, use your good arm and dial 911. Stroke's no joke. If you or someone you love is showing symptoms of stroke, don't wait because it might be too late. Dial 911. Time lost is brain lost.
Sunday on Redskins Kickoff, Chick, Trevor, and Antonio get you ready for Viking Skins live from FedEx. 11:30 on Redskins Kickoff, presented by your local GMC dealers.
to halftime here at the Comcast Center. Maryland and Elon on the day after Thanksgiving. Time now for the Geico Play of the Week. Maryland's field hockey team finished off a 23-1 season Sunday by defeating North Carolina 3-2, claiming its 7th NCAA championship. Four-time ACC Offensive Player of the Year, Katie O'Donnell, beating Megan Frazier for the game winner in the second sudden death overtime. Congrats to Missy Mahar's squad on the title and for being our Geico Play of the Week. When we come back, highlights of the first half.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Can football announcer Andres Cantor make any sport exciting?
Ha sido una partida intensa hoy. Jadrowski está pensando. Veamos qué va a hacer. Moverá la reina, moverá el caballo. ¡Qué tensión! ¡Viene! ¡Gol!
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
The before, the expectation, the B vitamins and carbs to ignite. The during, the collision, the power, the original Gatorade. The after, the gratitude, the protein to recover. Introducing the G-Series from Gatorade. Prime, perform, recover.
AT&T covers 97% of all Americans. Rethink possible.
The online store at theacc.com is the #1 stop to get ACC merchandise. With thousands of items, you'll find all the ACC gear you need in one place. You'll find the best selection, great customer service, and fast 3-day shipping for only $4.99. You'll also get an easy and enjoyable experience designed to help you find exactly what you're looking for. So if you want the best place to get ACC gear, head to the online store at theacc.com.
The official app of the ACC is now available. You're a download away from having the Atlantic Coast Conference at your fingertips.
Oh, nice play to the steal. They got numbers.
Live scores and stats, exclusive videos, live streaming, schedules, standings, news, and more.
He's running through the secondary. Touchdown!
Download it now for your iPhone and iPod Touch.
CSNWashington.com, the online home of Comcast Sportsnet.
And welcome back to halftime here at the Comcast Center where the Maryland Terrapins lead. They wish they led. 34-31, they are down to Elon with the second half to go here. Tony Massenberg, Glenn Contour, Chick Hernandez. And let's take a look at our Subway halftime highlights, Glenn Contour. And a lot of Elon.
Well, you know, Elon came out throwing the first punch. And they just did a phenomenal job moving the basketball with efficient passing that really got this game going. And they did just a terrific job. Good passing leads to open jump shots, which is what we saw.
Got the highlights here of this first half of play. There you go.
There we go. Getting the ball inside, I think, to guys like Mosley was key. Thanks for holding that up, by the way, Chick.
You're welcome.
And all of a sudden, Tucker got hot. Stokeland got hot. Maryland back in this game, but it was really a shaky start. Give Elon credit. I'll tell you why. Look at the turnovers. 10 turnovers because they changed their defenses. They ran double teams at Maryland at different spots of the floor. Did a nice job. Hey, they jacked up 17 threes, Elon, in the first half. Not bashful.
Part of your AAA stats, Tony Massenberg. What struck you?
Well, the first thing that struck me was the aggressive attitude that Elon came out with, and I really don't think Maryland really reacted to it very well. And I don't think they were ready for the speed and the pace that Elon was playing at. And obviously, when they got down on the offensive end, they did a great job of spacing, which created a few driving lanes. But at the same time, Maryland was not reacting defensively and was not getting out and getting a hand in the face of those shooters. And those guys were able to knock down shots.
Yeah, and the big fella, Jordan Williams, having some issues right now. 2 of 6 so far in this first half. We'll be back with more halftime after this.
everyone, I'm Chris Miller with your Geico Sportsnet Central update. Keeping with the theme of college basketball, the Hokies we're back in action Friday, and thanks to this land by Tyrone Garland, they managed to hang on to beat Oklahoma State 56-51. Malcolm Delaney led the way for Virginia Tech with 16 points. We have complete highlights of that game and the game you're watching right now. Russ Taylor joins me at 10 for Geico Sportsnet Central. We'll see you then.
My son only wanted one toy this year.
I want a Roboson 4000.
The one no one could get.
Toy stores are reporting long lines and empty shelves.
A Roboson for 1,000.
And I mean no one. So I did most of my holiday shopping on City Specials. With the money I saved, I bid online and got exactly what he wanted.
Thousands!
Introducing the new Roboson 5000.
At least for now.
Make your happy holiday stories come true with City Specials. What's your story? City can help you write it.
What does it take to be a Terrapin? The boldness to create clean, alternative biofuels from grasses found in the Chesapeake Bay, and the entrepreneurial spirit to launch Google, Under Armour, and the next great business. We are Terrapins. We challenge convention, start movements, embrace the impossible. And inside each of us is the potential for world-changing genius. The University of Maryland. Fear the turtle.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Hi, I'm Jeff Gordon. As a four-time NASCAR champion, nothing is more important to me than winning a race, especially the race to cure children's cancer. Each day, more than 40,000 children are undergoing cancer treatment at hospitals throughout the United States. Cure Search for Children's Cancer supports the research and treatment for 90% of those children. Only research cures children's cancer. Join the Jeff Gordon Children's Foundation in supporting this winning team. Get involved at curesearch.org.
See the stars on the NHL's biggest stage. Comcast Sportsnet wants to send you to the 2011 Bridgestone Winter Classic. Go to csnwashington.com, keyword classic now for your chance to win.
Comcast Sportsnet coverage of ACC basketball is brought to you by AAA, a proud partner of the Terps. Subway, eat fresh. BB&T, official bank of the ACC. Food Line, good neighbors, great prices. And by Toyota. Why right the first time, you'll save more in the long run. Toyota, moving forward. All right, well, the Maryland Terrapins no doubt getting a tongue lashing in the locker room from Gary Williams right now. They're down 3 to Elon with one half of college basketball to go. I'll be sure to tune in next week on CSN as we kick off our CAA coverage from Richmond as the VCU Rams play host to the William Mary Tribe. Tip-off high noon on Saturday, December 4th. And then join us right back here at the Comcast Center on Wednesday, December 8th, as the Terps meet the Spartans of UNC Greensboro. Your ticket to college basketball is Comcast Sportsnet. Well, the Phoenix are rising 6 of 3 from beyond the arc. Roger Dugas has 3 so far tonight. Second half coming up from the Comcast Center.
Hager Clothing presents Great Moments in Menswear.
These should fit you.
Step out in style. The Jewelry Exchange has black and white diamond pendants for $99, 3-stone rings $199, 1-carat black and white diamond studs with jackets just $299. Our jewelry is guaranteed to appraise for double. Buy direct. The Jewelry Exchange.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Do woodchucks chuck wood?
Hey, you dang woodchucks! Quit chucking my wood!
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
The Infiniti Limited Engagement Winter Event. Right now, lease an Infiniti G Sedan for only $319 a month.
Preparing for the holidays takes time and money. Holiday grocery shopping at Food Lion saves both. We offer more ways to save with thousands of MVP specials, exclusive coupons, low-priced Food Lion brands, and more. One stop saves time, more ways to save saves money. We all need more time and money during the holidays. And cookies. You can never have too many cookies. Happy holidays from all of us at Food Lion.
The official app of the ACC is now available. You're a download away from having the Atlantic Coast Conference at your fingertips.
Oh, nice play to the steal. They got numbers.
Live scores and stats, exclusive videos, live streaming, schedules, standings, news, and more.
He's running through the secondary. Touchdown!
Download it now for your iPhone and iPod Touch.
Sunday on Redskins Kickoff, Chick, Trevor, and Antonio get you ready for Viking Skins live from FedEx. 11:30 on Redskins Kickoff, presented by your local GMC dealers. Two Chicago high school teams reunite to replay a game from 10 years ago. Four Chicago hip-hop icons unite to create the theme song. Download it free at replaytheseries.com.
All right, here at the Comcast Center, and your leading scorers in tonight's ball game, you see Jack Eisenbarger, who's been very good off the bench for Matt Matheny, and Roger Dugas leading the way for the Phoenix. And the freshman from Tucson, Terrell Stoglin, right now leading this Maryland Terrapin squad with just 6 points. And you see Jordan Williams there, just 2 of 6 from the field. Coming off, by the way, a 6-point effort against Delaware State. So I'm not going to say sophomore jinx, but he's starting to slow down a little bit.
Well, I think Jordan knows that there's a lot of expectations on him, and maybe he's pushing it a little bit himself and putting a little bit more pressure on himself than he should, but I think he'll settle down.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I'm not even going to put the onus on him. I think his teammates got to make sure they spread the court a little bit. Be patient. You know, for Jordan Williams, don't forget, he's not playing with Gravis Vasquez. He's not playing with Hayes and Milborn. Not only were those guys good shooters that could open up the inside for him, but they were also very good passers to set him up. He's got to make that adjustment, and he's got to tell his teammates how to get him the ball. One of the ways to get him the ball is patience, and that's so important right now for this Maryland team. I think that's the key element of the first half.
I agree with you. I think they got to make it a little
easier. Patient. They were rushing everything. There's no need to rush when you play. Hey, if they're going to rush against Elon, what's going to happen against Duke?
Right. Right.
In case you're just joining us here, it's Chick Hernandez, Glenn Consor, and Tony Massenberg, former Maryland Terrapin, 13 years in the NBA for a record 12 different teams, played for 3 different coaches in college. That has to be a record as far as how many coaches he's played for.
That's the other thing. I'm trying to figure out. So you must have played for college and NBA, maybe like 67 coaches.
Well, I will say that my college career playing for 3 different coaches at the same university prepared me for the carousel of coaches I would face in the NBA.
And I'm also going to tell you that I'm not sure I would want to coach you because maybe my career would be shortened.
Could be.
Mosley goes to the hoop. And a foul called on the block, and Mosley is grabbing that right leg.
That's not what you want to see.
No.
Sean Mosley, the junior out of Baltimore, the guy that certainly gives up his body on the court on a nightly basis for Gary Williams the first 2 years of his collegiate career. Told me yesterday he's just having a little trouble right now. His numbers are a little bit down and thinking too much.
Yeah, I think he's got to let, watching him play this year, he works so hard, he tries so hard. He's got to let the game come to him. Actually, Maryland's got to let the game come to them this game as well. Mosley's a guy that is a very physical player. Don't forget what he did last year. He had 26 points against Villanova. This kid could score. They got to find spots on the floor that will let him score, but I think he's rushing. And good scorers don't rush.
Yeah, he's got to get into a rhythm where he needs to get a couple of easy baskets, and then I think things start to go his way a little bit. But he hasn't gotten that so far, particularly with Elon put some pretty good pressure on Maryland defensively.
Sean Mosley, 1 of 2 from the free throw line there. He's 4 of 6 on the night. And a quick foul call on the Terps.
Got to remember that Maryland this year has 6 newcomers. So this is a whole new team that Gary's working with.
Exactly. And Elon breaks the press again. Spradlin pulls up, can't get it to go. Dino Gregory had it and has it. Here comes Cliff Tucker. Tucker just picked up his second foul there last time down the court. Adrian Bowie, Dino Gregory, Jordan Williams, Cliff Tucker, and Sean Mosley on the court for the Maryland Terrapins. Drop off pass to Williams, and that will go to block called.
And that's what you want to see. Great pick and roll situation. Jordan Williams popping up to the key, setting a nice little pick for Adrian Bowie there, and forcing the big man to have to jump out on Adrian, which gave him a lane to the basket.
Yeah, and I think it's just patience in the second half. I mean, if I'm Gary Williams, aside from taking their heads off at halftime, I would have just emphasized patience.
Yeah.
You know, patience is so important. I don't think I've ever seen a Gary Williams team not play with intensity. You know, and when you have a young team, a lot of times you have a tendency to rush and be impatient. You know, you got so many good scorers out there, Mosley and Tucker, and obviously Jordan Williams. Get him the ball, slow down.
Brandon picking up his fourth foul there. Second team foul on Elon as Williams hits the 2 free throws. Burdett rolls, nice block by Williams. Back-to-back blocks by Jordan Williams, and here comes Cliff Tucker. Down the lane, right hand. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Burdett.
That's good defense by Jordan Williams inside.
Burdett will push right side, and a foul call.
Good call. Good call. Jordan Williams stepped right in front of Grable, and it was like a shiver-type play.
Well, this is definitely what you want to see from your big man. Here's an example of Jordan helping out his teammates, helping the guards out in a situation where he had to pick up a smaller guy, and he was able to defend the basket very well.
And if you notice what he did there, Tony, he had his hands straight up. He didn't come down, which even if it's clean, sometimes it looks like a foul.
Right. Jordan Williams called for that foul.
Well, Grable is just banging. Jordan Williams got a nice battle between those two guys.
Yeah.
And Grable's not backing down.
No, he's not. He realizes that he has the bulk to battle with Jordan, so he's gonna make him earn every basket he gets down there.
Chris Long outside with Bowie on him, and Jordan will step out. Nice pass to Grable. And a quick block by Sean Mosley. Terrific block. Bowie will drive, and once again can't get it to go. And a held ball with Dino Gregory and Grable.
And this is what we've been seeing a lot of tonight. Another situation where where Maryland is forcing shots that are not there. That's a situation where they should have pulled the ball out and set up their offense and took a good look at it.
That's a great weak side block, though, from Mosley. And it was a well-executed play by Elon. It was a little screen and slip.
Yeah.
And Grable went to the basket, and Mosley came out of nowhere to block it.
That was great rotation on defense.
And for the second time, Dino Gregory forces the jump ball. It'll be Maryland ball. And Terps right now with 6 blocks on the night for their defense. Bowie inside to Tucker, left hand good.
Now you see Maryland getting into Elon a little bit. But Elon's going to try to flip the ball into Chris Long's hands because he's the leader. He got a hold on the chops, and Matt Matheny just went over to him and said, hey, you okay?
Terps with their first lead since 1-0. Coming back here at the Comcast Center.
A little more deep.
I remember how much you said you liked wine. Oh.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
CSNWashington.com, the online home of Comcast Sportsnet.
All right, the Terrapins with their first lead since 1-0. They needed 36-34, trying to go 5-0 here at the Comcast Center. As defense creates offense.
Well, it certainly does. Gordon Williams did a great job getting back on defense, keeping it clean on the blocks. Look at Sean Mosley. That's weak side defense, helping his teammates out, and Maryland making good cuts to the basket, efficient basketball cuts.
All right, you played for Gary Williams. That experience, what would he be saying at halftime?
Nothing that I can say on the air right now.
Okay.
Obviously,
try to clean it up, please.
Yeah, basically, he's sure he told them that they have to get back on defense. They have to do a better job of covering for one another, which is something they weren't doing in the first half. And now you're seeing that. They're making quicker rotations. Guys are able to get their hands on ball, and as a result, it's disrupting Elon's offense a lot.
Elon 0 for 4 so far in this half of play. There's a steal, and Gregory comes up with the walk. Tried to give it back to Cliff Tucker because he knows he shouldn't be dribbling down the court. Gary Williams imploring him to just take your time.
I'm sure he emphasized that. The shots are there. It's just that Maryland's been rushing the shots for whatever reason all night. And they're not taking what's there for them. They're forcing it a little bit.
Elon's taken 4 shots in this half. 3 have been blocked. And the intensity is amped up here. Long walks right side. Eisenbarger knocked away by Sean Mosley. It'll be Elon ball here with 17:57 to go here in the ball game. From the Comcast Center in College Park, Maryland, the day after Thanksgiving. Hope your guys' Thanksgivings were good. Just
I was with my Wizards family.
I don't think any of your families are normal. Chris Long left side to Burdett. Maryland Terrapins ate as a team together right here at the Comcast Center yesterday. Elon opting to eat Wednesday in Carolina as the shot clock winding down, and it is a shot clock violation. So if you're keeping score of their 5 shots, 3 have been blocked, and a shot clock violation.
And that's a result of Maryland getting a lot more active on defense and forcing Elon to take some bad shots.
Yeah, Maryland's doing a better job matching up and finding shooters and tweaking their defense in the first pass. They're almost playing deny basketball, denying that first pass, daring Elon to beat him back door.
And that's what I was alluding to in the first half when I said they got to do a better job of getting their hands in the passing lane.
Pass inside to Jordan Williams.
What you want.
Well, you can't get it to fall. Gary Williams imploring Sean Mosley to make that pass quicker.
Yeah. If Gary Williams was a thermometer.
Careful. Troutman checks out.
The blood would be rushing close to the head right now.
Scott Grable checks in for Troutman as Mosley gets the miss. And here comes Burdett pushing the Elon offense. Gregory, Jordan Williams, Adrian Bowie, Cliff Tucker, and Sean Mosley in for the Maryland Terrapins. 36-34 Maryland. Eisenbarger for 3 and nothing but climb.
Hey, what, he's got a sweet jump shot, great backspin. He's got that quick release too, Tony. As soon as he catches it, that thing's up.
Yeah, that is a freshman guard, by the way, out of Zanesville, Ohio, with 14 so far.
Great cut to the basket right there.
And that's what I think they should be looking for. Mosley on cuts. He could shoot over the shorter Elon guards, use his strength and height.
Yeah, but that's happening because of the result of what we were talking about earlier. Patience.
Yep. On the miss by Eisenbarger. Ahead to Mosley. A one-handed slam from the junior from Baltimore.
Here comes the pressure.
Clips up 40-37. Long knocked away by Cliff Tucker.
The one thing when you see a team making deflections, getting deflections on defense the way Maryland is right now, it makes you a little bit hesitant to pass the ball, and that disrupts your offense also.
It certainly does. You got, Mike Matheny's on the sidelines yelling at his team to go back door. They're overplaying, go back door. Now Maryland, they're trapping everywhere.
Very aggressive.
20 on the shot clock. 16:05 to go here from the Comcast Center. The Terps 4-0 on the season, the young season. And there's Dugas off the glass and in.
Pretty play. Nice patience by Chris Long out top. Waited for the slip.
great execution.
Sees the floor. He's a heady player, Chris Long. He's seen a lot of pressure tonight as well.
Left side, Mosley fakes the J. We'll go back up top there to Dino Gregory. Right side, and Bowie will drive. Back up top there, and there is Mosley. Can't get it to go. Eisenbarger with the rebound.
That's uncontested. He's naked on that shot. You got to make that.
I'd like to see Maryland work a little bit more high-low action with Dino Gregory and Jordan Williams a little bit there.
Foul called on Sean Mosley. They are going back and forth here at the Comcast Center at a furious pace here in this first half, second half. Jack Eisenbarger for 3. Sean Mosley of the one-handed jam variety.
Was the last car you bought fully loaded for under $20,000? It can be. At King Mitsubishi Sales and Service in Gaithersburg, we're offering a guarantee of 100% MSRP on your trade-in for a new Mitsubishi. Just minutes on the Beltway or visit us at MitsubishiKing.com.
It's the absolute lowest prices till Christmas at Joseph A. Bank. All signature sport coats and blazers, $1.99. All luxurious signature leather jackets, $1.99. Plus every lamb's wool sweater, $34. And all executive sport shirts, $22. Saturday and Sunday at Joseph A. Bank.
And now I'll turn it over to the Gecko.
Ah, thank you, sir. As we all know, Geico has been saving people money on RV, camper and trailer insurance, as well as motorcycle insurance. Ah, sorry. Technical difficulties.
What about this?
What's this one do? Maybe that one.
Okay, let's keep rolling. We run motorcycle insurance?
Take 15 minutes to see how much you could save on motorcycle, RV, and camper insurance.
See the stars on the NHL's biggest stage. Comcast Sportsnet wants to send you to the 2011 Bridgestone Winter Classic. Go to csinwashington.com, keyword classic now for your chance to win.
Put them on the boards and everything.
They're dancing. 15-17 to go here in the second half. Turf by 1 over Elon, 40-39. Hey, coming up on Geico Sportsnet Central right after the game, complete post-game coverage of the game you're watching between Elon and the Terps, plus the Redskins welcome Brett Favre and the Vikings to town this weekend. The Burgundy and Gold dealing with multiple injuries while the Vikes are adjusting to a new head coach. Kelly Johnson sits down with the Redskins headman to discuss it all in the Shanahan exclusive. That is tonight, right after the game on Geico Sportsnet Central.
Well, it's interesting, Tony. Elon's hanging in there with Maryland on the boards, oddly enough. And but Elon's not getting to the line like Maryland is. And that's a big deal this game. Maryland right now is 10 of 16. Elon's only gone twice.
Well, that's because they're relying more on jump shots because, as Chick said, they're more of a jump shooting team. So essentially they're still on point for their game plan.
Right now they're shooting 38% from the field is Elon. As Grable inside, Williams on him, and Williams comes with a rebound. Outlet to Bowie. He'll push.
And see, here's the situation now. There's Dino down there. That's a good position.
Bowie cross side to Tucker, who leaves it off for Bowie. Top of the circle. Got it for 3. Adrian Bowie.
And that right there is what Jordan has to do when he gets the ball down low. That's what I'm talking about. When you're kicking the ball out of a double team, you force the defense to rotate. Somebody's got to be open.
Bowie's got 7 points. The senior from Greenbelt, Maryland. He grew up watching this Maryland Terrapin team. His father was part of the equipment team here, John Bowie. Elon Eisenbarger for 3. No good. Rebound Mosley. And Mosley with his 4th rebound of this ball game. Ball knocked away. Emphatically, Jordan Williams arrives at the party.
But that was pretty. Inside, out, around the perimeter, used the whole court. Got the ball to Williams down low. ball movement creates openings. That was a perfect example, Tony.
Prime time move right there. That's when you get double teamed, you kick that ball out, exactly what we were talking about earlier, and that's what happens when you get the ball rotating around.
Look at the efficient passing, spreading out. Elon got the ball to Jordan Williams at a perfect spot on the floor. All he's got to do is turn, take one step, and bang it down.
Yeah, the key to that is that quick pass. If any later, and Roger Dugas is there,
exactly.
You work on that. I watched these guys yesterday in practice working on that. It's amazing when you drill it into young people's heads when it finally does come around.
And also that pass was thrown away from the defense, which was nice.
Yeah, but that play all started with him running the floor, and that's what I'm talking about. When you got guys, you got big guys that can run the floor. They get down, they set up quick, you get a quick entry pass, and then that forces the other team into trying to rotate and find guys, and that's what you get.
Terps outscored Elon 14-5 here in this second half of play. There's 16 field goals on the ball game with 11 assists, so they are very efficient. Adrian Bowie, by the way, the senior from Greenbelt, with 6 assists so far on the night.
Nice to see Adrian hit that three-point shot.
Terps up 45-39, but 13:35 to go. Near steal by Mosley, and then a backcourt call. So great defense by Sean Mosley, who has picked up the energy here in the building.
Maryland's going to have to continue to put that pressure on defensively. Elon's not the type of program that's going to beat themselves. You're going to have to force them into making mistakes.
Elon played Wake Forest earlier this year at Wake, so they know about playing at a big ACC school. They lost by 19 in that ball game, but that's why Matt Matheny sets that schedule for later in the season.
Well, they got Duke coming up at NC State. So it's going to, when Southern Conference time comes, these guys are going to be more than ready.
Tucker misses the three. Eisenbarger, left side. Chris Long and Roger Dugas with the left hand. No good. Jordan Williams with the strong rebound.
That's a pretty good shot, though, by Elon. Good ball movement. You got to make that uncontested shot against Maryland.
Well, because they haven't had a clean look at the basket.
Bowie for three. No good. Rebound. Williams back up and in. And now Jordan Williams is beginning to assert himself.
Yeah,
starting to feel it. Starting to feel it.
Exactly.
47-39. Ball turned over on the charge by Chris Long.
That's a rare turnover for Long. He's done a pretty good job against the Maryland pressure all night. And I think, if anything, Elon's got to make the adjustment to try to get the ball into the hands of Eisenbarger, who they've done a pretty good job shutting him down, Tony. The reason they've shut him down, though, is they're overplaying him. They're making him they're running at him. He's a shooter. They're making him put it on the floor.
Yeah. Also, he's not getting as cleaner looks as he was getting in the first half, and he's not getting the ball as much.
Chris Long checks out with his fourth foul. Baron Weiss in the ball game for Jordan Williams, and Sean Mosley with a turnover. Burdett left side on Bowie. He'll take the shot. No good. Tipped out by Baron Weiss. Here comes Bowie. He'll take it himself with the left hand off the glass. And one. And Adrian Bowie with his 9th point of the night. Senior from Greenbelt. Making a statement here in this second half. Terps 18-5 advantage in this second half.
Instantly upconvert your standard definition DVDs into higher definition quality just by pressing play. Resolution Plus. Intuitive DVD technology built around the way you live. Just what you'd expect from the laptop expert. Visit laptops.toshiba.com.
The best new cars make the best used cars. That's why Toyota certified used vehicles are right on the money. Every certified used Toyota comes with a 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, 24-hour roadside assistance, 3-month, 3,000-mile comprehensive warranty, a 160-point inspection, and a Carfax history report. Now you can save big with low 2.9% APR financing for 5 years on all Toyota certified used vehicles. Toyota certified used vehicles. Quality that's right on the money.
My son only wanted one toy this year.
I want a Roboson 4000.
The one no one could get.
Toy stores are reporting long lines and empty shelves.
A Roboson for 1,000.
And I mean no one. So I did most of my holiday shopping on City Specials. With the money I saved, I bid online and got exactly what he wanted.
Thousands!
Introducing the new Roboson 5000.
At least for now.
Make your happy holiday stories come true with City Specials. What's your story? City can help you write it.
When your laptop goes to sleep, your connected music keeps cranking. Sleep and music. Intuitive innovation built around the way you live. Just what you'd expect from the laptop expert. Visit laptops.toshiba.com.
It's the end of the line for engine deposits. Haviland with Deposit Shield. The deposits that attack your engine every time you drive can cause friction, robbing it of performance and fuel efficiency. Haviland shields it, because a clean engine runs better. Defend your engine. Haviland with Deposit Shield.
CSNWashington.com, the online home of Comcast Sportsnet.
Back here at the Comcast Center, the Maryland Terrapins on an 18-5 scoring run. Elon has scored only 3 times over the last 11 minutes and 9 seconds, which equates to their last 21 possessions.
Yep, Maryland has tweaked the defense, and they're running at shooters. And the interesting stat to me is Chris Long, who averages 14 points a game, shoots 64% from the floor. And as you see the swarming defense, he only has 2 points, Chris Long. Though he's taken 3 shots.
The pressure amounts to a turnover yet again, as Terrence Burdett can't keep his feet still. Traveling violation.
Chris Long's on the bench now, and when he's out of the game, you want to press, because he's the guy that's really controlling the show for Elon. But tell you what, there's Chris. He's sitting there taking a breather, and normally that kid's putting up 14, 16 points a game. He only has 2 points.
He's got 4 fouls as well.
Yep.
With 11:40 to go, that's very difficult.
I think the combination of Maryland turning up the defensive pressure and Adrian Bowie pushing the ball up the court and forcing Elon to get back on defense and catching them off guard a little bit.
Mosley tried to the pass inside.
Should have kept it. It's an easy little shot right there.
Yeah. Threw a Brett Favrian bullet from 2 feet to Baron Weiss.
Favrian?
Yes. And Terrence Burdett using the body against Baron Weiss, who gets called for the foul. Burdett with a chance for a 3-point play.
Well, it looks like both of these teams are taking advantage of one another and not getting back in transition and not communicating with one another.
The Weiss and Dino Gregory check out. Jordan Williams and James Padgett check in. Jordan Williams, the sophomore out of Torrington High School in Torrington, Connecticut. First Terp since Steve Blake to make the all-freshman, all-ACC squad. That is Sebastian Koch, who can't get it to go. Rebound goes to Adrian Bowie. Bowie with 10 points so far. Came in averaging 8.5 a game. Nice pass inside to Williams. And just like that, Jordan Williams has got it going. He's got 12.
One example of what I'm talking about. Big guys running the floor, getting down, getting their post position and holding it.
Eisenbarger with the drive and a foul called on Adrian Bowie.
You know, what impresses me most about Jordan Williams is his hands. He's got soft, strong hands. Can catch a lot of things. Look at the catch. And straight up.
Yeah. But that play all started with him running the floor, and that's what you really want to see from your bigs.
Eisenbarger will go to the line, a 90% free throw shooter. First one is good.
I'm really impressed with Eisenbarger.
He's got 15.
You know, he's a freshman coming into Elon. He's averaging 16 a game. This kid's going to
off the bench, no less.
Well, he started tonight, but he's going to put up some big numbers, I think, once conference plays. You know, Wofford is who beat George Mason this year. They're favored to win the conference. They won it last year. They got some pretty good teams. App State is also another team that can really do some damage in the Southern Conference. And of course, College of Charleston, don't forget, and Maryland played. They're in that Southern Conference too. They're very good, very well-coached team. Bobby Kremens.
Padgett back up top to Terrell Stoglin, who will go left side to Tucker. Stoglin looks, nice pass inside to Padgett. Can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, no. Fight for the rebound, Mosley chucks it out. It'll be Elon ball.
With Maryland, how many layups, Tony, has Maryland missed inside? Just easy shots.
Yeah, it just looks like they're still rushing their shots just a little bit. What I was saying earlier against that zone, it'd be nice if you see Pageant step out maybe out to the free throw line and kind of look for Jordan to seal at Miller. They're getting a little too cluttered in the paint. And actually making the shots tougher for him.
Keyshawn Howard checks in for Sean Mosley.
That thing was up for grabs, man. I think they should have got that one.
Eisenbarger will take the pump fake and then hit the jumper just over the outstretched arms.
I'm impressed with him. He has a really nice stroke.
And he looks like he's 9. He's aged 2 years from the first time I threw that ball there.
Well done. Jordan there all day long. If Jordan will just, as long as he continues to run the court and they find him, he can get those.
Jordan Williams now at 14. Dugas short rebound. Stoglin ahead to James Paget. And the big fella spins inside. Nice move. Left hand. Can't get it to go.
Great move. Just didn't finish. Great move.
Grable. Burdette. Rebound Williams. And Jordan Williams now with his 8th rebound. Stoglin with the miss. And Dugas comes away with it.
It's interesting. Maryland just can't pull away. You know, it seems like every time they begin to pull away, Eisenbarger makes a shot. There's another one. That one to the collection.
Well, what's happening right now is Maryland's not doing a good job in their shot selection. That was not a good shot right there. And a lot of times when you take a bad shot, particularly in transition, you set the other team up to get a good shot down on the other end.
And Gary wants to talk it over.
Yeah.
Gary Williams not happy as the Terps right now lead 54-47 with 9 minutes and 10 seconds to go. And Jack Eisenbarger, who we told you earlier is a freshman from Zanesville, Indiana, playing in front of his father, Phil, who played on that Indiana team with Bobby Knight, and his counterpart, Sean Mosley, the junior from Baltimore, who plays with a lot of passion and aggression.
Yeah, Mosley getting a lot of post-ups this game and did a nice job. Look at the weak side defense. You're going to run that one back. Mosley can finish on the break. He's really struggled this year and just letting the game come to him. But you know what? He works so hard. You know, when a guy that works that hard and wants it that bad, he's going to break out of those types of slumps. And, you know, I think he's playing good tonight. I think he's solid.
Yeah, well, I think Mosley, obviously, with all the things that he can bring to your basketball team in the way of defense and scoring from the outside, scoring on the inside, particularly as a guard, you got to find a way to take advantage of that. And right now, I don't think Maryland's doing it. They've gotten away from it.
He's got 10 points on the night. One of the most polite young men you'll ever meet. Calls you sir all the time, stands up when you walk in the room to shake your hand.
He's a great kid. He leads by example also.
All right, to the Terps now. Adrian Bowie and Keyshawn Howard in the backcourt. There's Paget.
Got to shoot that.
Yeah, so you got to take that one.
Mosley inside to Jordan Williams. And
nice.
All day long. All they got to do is find him and work the ball around.
That's a little wheel and seal offense as Jordan Williams in the low block. Just followed the ball around. Watch Williams. He just follows the ball around. He's on the left side. Watch him down low on your screen. Follows the ball, wheel and seal. There he is down low, open underneath. Ball movement created that openings. I'll tell you something else about Mosley. To me, it's interesting. They selected him as captain over Adrian Bowie, Sr., and Cliff Tucker, Sr.
Well, again, I think that's come from the respect that his teammates and the coaching staff have for him, because, again, when you have a guy who leads by example, who goes out and doesn't complain, he just plays and he gets it done, that's contagious.
Jordan Williams now with 13 points in this half on 5 of 6 shooting. He has begun to heat up here as Dugas takes a 3, no good. Rebound right back to him. Eisenbarger will stroke it, no good. Another long rebound, knocked around. Can't get it to go. 3 straight threes for Elon. Elon's to go.
Elon's cooled off from 3. Maryland's rushing him a little bit, and you can see it's happening nicely. That's a patient secondary break by Maryland.
Yeah, great job in finding the trailing big man.
Keyshawn Howard finds Jordan Williams, who's now 6 of 7 here in this second half.
And I got to say that Jordan Williams benefiting a little bit from Scott Gable being on the bench, because the guy that's guarding him now does not have the physical strength to keep Jordan away from the basket.
Spradlin misses. Williams outlet. Bowie against Spradlin. The left hand is in. And Adrian Bowie. Now we're 12. Burdette right back at him. Blocked by Williams. Blocked by Paget.
Nice job by Maryland. They're doing a great job now getting back and finding the ball, finding open men.
Well, they're reacting much better also.
Rebound Mosley. And the Terps continue to push. Williams inside. Shocker. Jordan Williams will go to the line when we come back here. Terps up 61-47.
Was the last car you bought fully loaded for under $20,000? It can be. At King Mitsubishi Sales and Service in Gaithersburg, we're offering a guarantee of 100% MSRP on your trade-in for a new Mitsubishi. Just minutes on the Beltway or visit us at MitsubishiKing.com.
Shaniga Federal Systems provides professional services in the fields of IT, intelligence, information operations, and software engineering. Check out our team at www.discovercfs.com and find your solution today. That's www.discovercfs.com.
It's the absolute lowest prices till Christmas at Joseph A. Bank. All signature sport coats and blazers, $199. All luxurious signature leather jackets, $199. Plus every lamb's wool sweater, $34. And all executive sport shirts, $22. Saturday and Sunday at Joseph A. Bank.
The before, the expectation, the B vitamins and carbs to ignite, the during, the collision, the power, the original Gatorade, the after, the gratitude, the protein to recover. Introducing the G Series from Gatorade, Prime, Perform, Recover.
Our breakout session is going to be great. Got the Gecko t-shirt, 4 million drivers switched. Gecko water bottle, notebook, chamois.
Sir, I feel a little bit uncomfortable with all this. I mean, it's not about me. It should be about how Geico's the third largest car insurance company in the nation. Things like that.
Oh, of course. We're not going to get carried away.
Yeah, all right. As long as we don't overdo it.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
And as we said, Jordan Williams, top of the broadcast, a double-double guy. And Tony Massenberg, you work out with him. You've seen him progress, and he is starting to make his presence known, certainly.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to work with this kid last year when he was a freshman, and he was a little bit heavier. And as I said in the pregame, he had to make an adjustment to the type of talent that he was facing nightly. But he's done everything that's been asked of him, and he realizes the things he had to work on. And he's making plays now that he couldn't have made when he first got here because he's physically more fit, and I think his understanding of the game has improved tremendously.
And he looks quicker to me.
Yeah.
Much quicker than he looked last year.
He's much leaner.
And he's lighter. He lost 15 pounds. You know, he's the first Maryland player since Joe Smith to have 15 rebounds in consecutive games. And he did it this year. And he's, I tell you what, he's active, and his feet look quicker.
Yeah, right now his size, strength, and just overall quickness is too much for them to handle.
The stamina is certainly there now as it was not last year. He admitted it himself. Jordan Williams, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. That might be the one weakness right now, his free throw shooting on the season. Just 57% from that charity flip, and you know he's going to get to that line a whole lot more as the season progresses. So it's 62-47 with 6:40 to go here in this second half. Jordan Williams again asserting himself. 10 of Maryland's last 12 points. Shot clock violation for Elon. It'll be Maryland ball.
Well, Jordan Williams looks like a totally different, talking about talent two halves, totally different player from the first half.
Well, he shook off the turkey over Thanksgiving, obviously, and he's much more active right now. It took him a half to get going, but as you can see, he's making a difference on both ends of the floor.
I'm in a tryptophan rehab center right now.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. He should be there. 11 blocks for the Maryland Terrapins this evening.
Elon in his zone.
Williams can't get it to go. Elon looking for some spark now as Chris Long back in the ball game, playing with 4 fouls here with 6 minutes to go. Mosley will defend. Sebastian Cox will take the 3. No good. Rebound. Mosley almost knocked away, but he gets it back.
To me, the team is very different when Eisenbarger's not in there.
Yeah.
They don't have that go-to guy.
Exactly.
Tucker will drive right side, leave it off, and can't get it to go. Nice tip on the follow from Cliff Tucker.
Yeah, Elon looks like they're spreading it a little bit more. They don't have the same type of continuity they had in the first half.
And Tucker's got 10 on the follow as the Terps stretch their lead to 64-47 with 5:38 to go here. And Cliff Tucker, if you don't make it, follow it.
Yeah, Cliff Tucker just so athletic. Goes up, misses the first one with the left hand under the basket. Gets the tip. He's got that nose for the ball.
Gary Williams told me yesterday Cliff Tucker the best athlete on this squad.
I think that's pretty evident. And anytime you have a guy that is this athletic, and you're talking about a guy that's about 6'7", 6'8", quick feet, obviously quick off his quick out on the perimeter, is able to guard a number of positions, and you saw it right there. He shot the ball and was the first one to the ball. And it says a lot about his athleticism.
Be sure to tune in next week on CSN as we kick off our CAA coverage from Richmond as the BC Rams play host to the Tribe of William and Mary. Tip-off high noon on Saturday, December 4th. And then join us right back here at the Comcast Center on Wednesday, December 8th as the Terps meet the Spartans of UNC Greensboro. Your ticket to college basketball right here, Comcast Sports.
You know, with all the accolades that Gary Williams has achieved here at Maryland, he won the national championship. You know, I just think it's amazing to me. You know, I'm going to ask you guys this question, trivia question. You ready? Which team in the ACC over the past 10 years has won the most conference games?
Won the most conference games.
Conference games.
So
Which team?
You're asking the question, so yes. I want to say the Maryland Terrapins.
No, close.
Thanks a lot.
Duke won. Duke is one.
Duke is one.
Maryland is 2. But you think about Carolina, you know, and all the great teams Wake and Georgia Tech has had over the last 10 years. Maryland. And Maryland's right there. I just think that's tremendous, and Gary doesn't get enough credit for conference wins.
Well, I think the thing that Gary really doesn't get credit for is that, particularly with the last 2 to 3 years, other than Gravis and maybe 1 or 2 other guys, you have not seen a team that was loaded like the championship team. And I'm talking about high draft picks. Gary finds a way to win with what some people would call subpar talent. Right.
They're his guys
for the ACC, but they're his guys.
You know, he recruits himself. Yeah. Steve Blakes of the world, the Eric Hayes of the world. Yeah. And you know, you saw the resume there. He's the 5th winningest coach on the active list behind Coach K, his good friend Jim Boeheim, Jim Calhoun, Bob Huggins.
Yeah. And I also think, you know, people see Gary on the sidelines, and we joke, and you know, he's so fired up, and I use the thermometer analogy, by the way, will not be denied. But Gary is a great teacher. You go to practice, he's totally different. Completely different. He's totally different. He's an excellent teacher. He puts kids on spots on the floor where they can be successful.
If the kid stays at Maryland for 3-4 years,
they're going to get better.
They always get better.
And I will say this, and I'm not just saying it because I like Gary and I play for him, but I'll say that out of all the coaches in the country, he does the best job of getting the most out of what he has. He's taking teams that were not even picked to win 2 games in the ACC and has managed to go very far for him. And I think that's the true testament of a good coach.
Yeah, and I also think he gets the most out of the players individually.
Absolutely.
So Chris Long hit the 3, but right back is Jordan Williams, who gets his 22nd point of the night. A nice defensive play by Adrian Bowie.
Adrian Bowie's another one of those guys that, you know, he with his athleticism, he could defend.
I love his quickness. I think the tempo that he set, particularly in the second half, the tempo increased with him pushing the ball up the court and putting that pressure on them. And I think that's one reason why they were able to get going.
That first step of Adrian Bowie's is just deadly.
Yeah.
Williams will fade and again at the roll. He's got 24 now.
Soft hands, soft touch.
He's in a good rhythm right now. That's what you want to see. Getting good touches, good looks at the basket.
He came in averaging 16.3. He's got 24 on the night. And Elon is struggling right now to look for some baskets. Blocked by Jordan Williams. With a foul call on James Padgett on the block. Jordan Williams asserting himself here in this second half. Terps by 20 with 3:52 to go.
Can driving a brand new Hyundai Sonata put you in the holiday spirit? Or do the holidays make it more fun to drive the Sonata? Now during Hyundai holidays, you can lease the Sonata for just $199 a month. From everyone at Hyundai, happy holidays.
Hyundai Sonata is $199 a month. Visit your Washington area Hyundai dealers today.
Know what to say, but we can help start the conversation. Learn more at supportyourvet.org.
So, do you have any questions?
What is your soup of the day?
We have a mulligatawny soup.
Oh, do you have any specials?
We have a steak special today.
Oh, how's that cooked?
That's pan-seared and then...
Does it come with a side dish? Is it grilled? Can I have it steamed? So, what do you recommend? What kind of pie do you have? You're an actor. Aren't you from Ohio?
Any questions?
Ask questions. For the 10 questions everyone should know, go to ahrq.gov.
College football tomorrow on Comcast Sportsnet. The border war is on as Missouri takes on Kansas in this annual rivalry matchup at 12:30. Then at 8, Houston battles Texas Tech on CSM+. Watch college football all season long on Comcast Sportsnet.
Terps up by 20, 70-50 over the Phoenix of Elon here in the second half of play. So the Terps now on a little bit of cruise control, but you know they'll keep pushing as you look at the upcoming schedule for the Maryland Terrapins at Penn State on December 1st. And the fun begins for Gary and company.
Yeah, that Temple game, by the way, is at the Verizon Center at the BB&T Classic, and that's going to be a good one. Penn State's very well coached. A guy by the name of Ed DeChillis, who was an assistant coach for Alan LaForce when East Tennessee State, back in the day, was running the table in the Southern Conference. Yeah. Tony remembers those days.
Absolutely.
Mr. Jennings, I mean, they're a well-coached team. Boston College has one of the top guards in the ACC, and Reggie Jackson. And guess what? You know, the Terps are not that far away from playing against the Duke Blue Devils on January the 9th. Yeah. That's coming up at Duke. That's going to be a test for Jordan Williams.
That'll be fun. Absolutely. Well, you know that Gary Williams can get the teams up to that, especially those #1 teams in the land.
You almost think that Gary sometimes does a better job of motivating the team to play the really high-ranked teams in the country. And, you know, obviously I think he does a great job of motivating them in general, but particularly in situations where they're not picked to be the favorites.
Yeah. Gary Williams leads all coaches with 7 wins against #1 teams. As Jordan Williams goes back to the line, I want you to realize that Jordan Williams has scored 20 points in this second half. Elon 16.
Well, I think his teammates have done a much better job of finding him. I think Jordan settled down a little bit and is taking what the defense is giving him. And at the end of the day, he's the biggest guy on the court, and then now he's playing like it.
And Adrian Bowie out-hustles there on the free throw miss by Williams. Left side to Gregory. He'll move inside, jump step, shot no good. Tip in nearly by Jordan Williams. He's fighting for it, and Sebastian Kotz comes away with it. 3:30 to go here in the second half from College Park. The day after Thanksgiving. Much to be thankful for. Sean Mosley with the rebound, and Bowie will push. Eisenbarger chasing.
Well, that's a nice job by Bowie. I thought he maybe should have pulled up for that little shot at the free throw line, but he wants to run a set. Gary pulled him out. And this is the sign of a mature team now, running the offense, getting deep into the 35-second clock.
There you go. Mosley left side, can't get the shot to fall.
That's a good shot, though.
That's a great shot.
You got to make that shot.
That's a great shot. That starts with him pulling the ball back out and taking a good look.
Long right side, we'll look to Koch. And there's...
Well, you really could see what defense can do in games.
Yeah.
You know, because at the blink of an eye, Elon's down 20. I think they played pretty well.
Look at the step out by Jordan Williams. Almost the steal. Riley Beaumont from Mount St. Joe's. Can't get it to go. And a rebound goes to Adrian Bowie, who will push.
There's a lane.
Down the lane. and in.
There you go. That's classic Dave Bowie. He slowed himself down a little bit, then exploded and got an easy basket. See how he slows down a little bit, gets the defense on his shoulder, goes in nice and strong, gets fouled from behind. I think Eisenbarger might have gotten him.
Adrian Bowie now with a season high 14 points.
He's done an excellent job of pushing the ball up tonight, and I think that's really put some pressure on Elon. Those guys look a little tired right now.
Bowie 5 of 11 on the night, missing the three-point play.
You think about how much a game like this helps a team like Elon. I mean, it's dramatically, because, you know, it teaches them how to play against pressure. They get to the Southern Conference tournament time, they're going to be battle-tested.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pressure by Dino Gregory.
And they run good stuff. I've been impressed all night. I mean, the spacing's good. They pass well. They're disciplined. They spread the floor.
Well, I think the coach has done a good job of getting them to play within themselves. You don't see guys out there trying to make a lot of individual plays or do things that they necessarily uncomfortable doing.
Daniel Watts with the reverse gets his first points of the ball game. 1:35 to go here from College Park. Terps up 72-52. Mosley working down low. Turnaround in the lane. No good. Rebound. Gregory put back and in. And Dino Gregory now with his 6th point of the night. There's Riley Beaumont. Young man from Millersville, Maryland. Gets the drive and bucket. He gets his 4th point of the night.
I'm sure he wants to have a good showing tonight.
Got his family here. He's a one-time teammate of Dino Gregory at Mount St. Joseph.
Another great player that came out of Mount St. Joseph's was, Chick, you remember, Will Thomas from George Mason.
Absolutely. Tucker with a nice dish to Dino Gregory. As we take a look now at our Toyota play of the game, and Sean Mosley, one-handed young fella from Baltimore.
Yeah, that's classic Maryland right there. Getting the ball off the board, getting out in the break, and hitting the open man.
So 1 minute to go here, and the Terps will move to 5-0 at the Comcast Center. After struggling early on, they'll move to 5-2 on the young season. And they'll be taking on Penn State on December 1st in their next ball game. The miss.
That kid continues to impress me right to the end, Tony. We got 33 seconds left. Yeah. Right to the end.
He's going to be really dangerous.
Eisenbarger with his 23rd point of the night.
He's got that quick release. I mean, he just catches it and launches it, and he's got great form.
Yeah, you can tell he's been shooting the ball well all his life.
And the clock will tick. Time winding down. And the Terps win it 76-57. Gary Williams gets the victory. Number 654 of his career, 447 at Maryland. Your SunTrust solid performer of the game, Jordan Williams, with a big second half. 24 points, 20 coming in that second half, 13 rebounds and 4 blocks. Comcast Sportsnet coverage of ACC basketball is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 50% or more on car insurance. Visit us at geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO. Gatorade, introducing the G Series. Gatorade has evolved. And SunTrust Bank. Live solid, bank solid. And by AT&T. All right, so the Maryland Terrapins get the victory, 76-57. Boys, your final thoughts here.
Jordan Williams is a real deal. I mean, he just came to play in the second half, especially exploded. 22 points in the second half. He showed great patience also. Give his teammates credit. Give his teammates credit. They found him the ball. You know, we talked about it. Why was he struggling in the first half? His teammates weren't moving the ball to get him in spots on the floor where he could score.
Exactly. I think he understood what his role was going to be tonight. He knew that he was going to have a size advantage. But again, you do give the credit to his teammates because it was them that were able to get him involved. He established a position. He finished plays, but at the end of the day, they got him the ball in a position where he could score.
All right, that's it from the Comcast Center. CAA College basketball returns on Comcast Sportsnet next Saturday, high noon. William and Mary traveling to Richmond for a tough early season matchup with ECU. Check your local listings to find the game in your area. For Glenn Consort, Tony Massenberg, and our entire crew here in College Park, I'm Chick Fernandez, wishing you a good night from the Comcast Center. Tonight's game has been a presentation of Comcast Sportsnet and the Atlantic Coast Conference. Let's throw it now to the Guys Go Sportsnet Central Studios in Bethesda, Maryland. Good night, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Russ Taylor, Chris Miller here in the Comcast Sportsnet studios. We were gearing up to bring you Geico Sportsnet Central. It's coming your way just a couple of minutes, and we got a ton for you tonight, including Gary.